This is 2019 Welcome Ambassador team. My name is Jane.
I'm Melanie.
I'm Steve.
We have special guests from Dalhousie International Center today.
Hi, my name is Urchit and I'm a third year chemical engineering student at Dal, and at the International Center I'm working as the International Student Engagement Assistant. I'm originally from India, but I've always lived in Kenya.
Very interesting. Oh. I actually have a question for you, Urchit.
Yeah.
While you're working in Dalhousie International Center, what kind of question you're usually getting from
Well,
students?
most of the questions are orientated towards like the international orientation. Students want to ask like when do they fit in to come to the international orientation, like the ESL group, for example. Even Canadian students, for example, who have stayed for more than 3 years outside Canada, it's recommended for them to attend the international student orientation. Another famous question or a recurring question that we have is about airport pickups. So yes, DAL does provide airport pickups. It'll be posted in our website on what dates before orientation and what time it'll be available for.
Yeah, it's very essential to know. I'm wondering how old of you, what was your first impression once you just arrived in Canada?
Yeah. Well, for me, I found that it's very modern. The environment is very multicultural. There's a lot of students from all over the world, and that helped me to really integrate better. And I also found that the environment, all of the facilities, the infrastructure is very family friendly. It's a very family friendly environment, good place to raise your children. Everything is equipped for people with families and even for people who have special needs. So I found that the infrastructure-wise, it was definitely very family-friendly.
Well, yeah, just to add on to what she said, another thing that I observed was like people in general are more friendly. I mean, this could be just generally related to Halifax because of the nature of the size of the city. But in general, people are very, very friendly because, for example, in first year, I was just right here and I lost my way. I had a gentleman drop me all the way to my residence, and that was very, very nice indeed, yeah.
Yeah, actually same. I got same kind of thing. Like when I came here, like people are telling me like if you got any question, you just ask anyone random on the road. Probably they will help you. And like most time they will.
Yeah.
Even though it's kind of embarrassing, but like they
They
will
will,
actually
yeah.
help you. Yeah.
Because you would agree, like back home, there's a very busy lifestyle. People
Yeah.
wouldn't really have time to stop and like answer your question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, what advice would you guys give for the new student who came here?
I have a one for upcoming international student. So, for example, one time I had a cough, very like severe cough, and then I like to go to the hospital. In Dalhousie University, we have our own student wellness center. So I went up there and then asked assistant to see a doctor to how my symptoms look like. But actually all of a sudden she just told me that did I have an appointment with doctor? And I had no clue what is appointment for that, and I asked her, in Canada, in hospital or most of the service stop is going to operate by a reservation or either appointment system. So if you don't have appointment with a specific person on a specific time, you probably cannot get a service. So make sure, don't forget to talk or speak with the service assistant before you get to the place, and reserve your time to get your service.
Yeah, just to add on to what Jane said here, I actually have a very similar incident. Like this was like technically my first week here, and I needed a haircut. So I just walk in casually to the haircut shop, and the barber is like, "Well, you don't have an appointment," and I'm like, "What do you mean appointment?" So basically, so even for something small as a haircut, you have to pre-plan everything. So that was a very new concept to me because I used to just like walk in and get things done. Yeah.
Same.
Another thing I would recommend highly is to know your campus inside out. Like your campus map, you should know it by heart because especially in winter. For example, we have tunnels underground which allow ease of access throughout different buildings throughout the campus. So during winter, that is very helpful. Yeah.
Yeah. Add on to that, on the first week, they are my friend like actually can't figure out where the search ends down.
Yeah.
There's search ends down and the search end of library, which
Yeah.
belongs to law.
Yeah.
And they went to the library
Okay.
for their
Yeah.
first class.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely you have to know where your classes are. I think from the graduate experience, it's a very interactive classroom. The classrooms are the classes are very small, and you end up having a relationship with people in your cohort, in your program. Sometimes you take class with other graduate students from other faculties and also with master's students, so you'll have this mix of masters and PhDs in one class. But the point is that it's a very small class, very interactive, and you get to know people on a personal level, and you have a personal relationship with other people in your group.
Okay. At the time when I came here, I feel like I need to improve my language a lot. Because I attended the international orientation and the normal orientation, and I met a lot of Canadians, and I realized the language was still like a huge gap between it. But the good thing is they don't really care about you making mistakes. They are willing to help you on this. And so do you guys get the similar feeling when you guys came here for the first time?
Oh yeah, for me actually I have a one story that I want to share with you guys. So very first time once I just got into Canada, first time, I was talking with the immigration officer at the border service, and he asked me a lots of questions, but like I basically know everything. What should I need to answer for that? But I was not really competent for what should I say, and then I was also concerned that if officer doesn't understand what I'm saying, what should I do? But hopefully I get through the border service, and then after I realize I really need to speak a lot, and then because back in my country we don't have a lots of environment to speak English. We basically just read, listening for the English class. So that's my very first experience for the language barrier.
Yeah, for me as an English speaker, the English is not that different from what I'm used to. They do have a different accent and their own Canadian words, but I think there is definitely the written English that can become a barrier for students.
Wow. So how did you overcome the English barrier? And what advice would you give to incoming international students facing similar difficulties?
Seriously, I'm still working on it. But I think the easiest way to do that is you're not afraid to stand out of your comfort zone. Just willing to make mistake and face to it, and solve the mistake. And when time passes, your English is getting better.
It's a good take.
I have a two tips for upcoming international student. So first, you should participate for events going on in the campus. So during a semester, for example, in International Center, we have a language spot events. So basically, you're gonna interact with a lots of international students through the activities such as like playing a board game and then going outside to do the ice skating thing. So there's a lots of fun things going on. So you should be involved there. And secondly, we actually have a lot of society and club in campus. So once depends on your own interest, you can also join them and interact with the domestic student as well.
In terms of the academic English, I think it's important for students to realize that you do need to work on it. I still work on mine. Having a good dictionary, thesaurus, and an English rules book. So when you're doing your assignments, you can use that as resources. Read a lot, because reading helps to improve your language, especially the academic part. It can affect you if because you are graded in almost all the classes. You're graded on how you articulate and how you explain the things that your answers. So you have to work a little bit more on your academic English than your oral English. So it's very, very important for you to be vigilant of how you write and express yourself in written academic English.